weekly download. This week, we're diving into why your wallet feels lighter every time you go to the pump, what that has to do with global conflict, and how all of it circles back to real human costs. So, sit back, grab your drink, and let the download commence. So here's the tea, Belize. Your tank isn't the only thing running low. Your wallet is too. Gas prices just shot up past $13 a gallon. And the government is basically saying, no blame we, blame the world. Apparently, tensions in the Middle East are messing with the global oil supply, which means what is happening thousands of miles away is now hitting you right at the pump. Now, the Prime Minister says cutting fuel taxes could help, but also, who's going to pay for roads, schools, and hospitals after that? Meanwhile, the opposition is like, sir, fix it anyways. And if you think it stops at gas, nope. Farmers are warning that higher fuel means higher fertilizer, which means your groceries are about to get a glow up in price. So, yeah, global conflict, local consequences, and Belizeans, we're just out here budgeting vibes and praying the tank lasts till payday. So, if you're wondering why your gas price acting like it just got promoted, blame geopolitics. Right now, Israel and Iran are in a serious conflict, and it's hitting where it hurts most: energy. Israel has struck major oil and gas sites, and Iran is hitting back by targeting ships and threatening global supply. Now, here's the real problem: the Strait of Hormuz, basically the world's oil highway, is nearly shut down, and about 20% of global oil passes through there. So, when that slows down, prices jump up past $100 a barrel, and suddenly Belizeans paying premium prices just to go to Brody's and back. And you know what makes it worse? Fuel affects everything: transport, food, even fertilizers. So, yes, your rice and beans might soon come with a luxury tax. So, yeah, war in the Middle East, but somehow your tank in Belize City is catching strays. At this point, walking might become a national sport. People talk about war like it's just tanks and headlines, but let's be real. The real casualties aren't on TV, they're in homes, schools, and playgrounds. In 2024 to 2025, UNICEF and UN data paints a grim picture. The world has seen a historic rise in conflict, with children bearing the worst of it. Around 19% of the world's children lived in conflict zones in 2024, nearly double the mid 1990s level. And grave violations against children continue to rise sharply year after year. Verified violent incidents reached 41,370 in 2024, up 25% from 2023. Even as we move through 2026, those realities haven't decreased. UNICEF reports that children across the Middle East and North Africa are still experiencing devastating violence and conflict, with ongoing harm to their safety and basic rights. In Ukraine, more than 2.5 million children remain displaced by ongoing war as it enters its fifth year. That's over one third of Ukrainian children affected. And in Gaza, even during ceasefires, children continue to be killed. More than 100 kids killed since the last ceasefire. Underscoring that violence never truly stops for them. So don't tell me war is just a grown ups problem. Kids aren't extras in the story, they're the main victims. Imagine your neighborhood school doubling as a shelter, your best friend's little sister skipping lunch because there's no food. Education is also collapsing. Millions of young learners are out of school, missing entire years of schooling because classrooms become rubble. checkpoints, or temporary shelters. And the humanitarian need? Massive. UNICEF's 2026 planning document showed that over 213 million children required humanitarian assistance in 2025, with multiple famine declarations across conflict zones like Gaza and Sudan. The first time two simultaneous famines were formally recognized. Women and girls still bear an extra burden. Conflict drives higher risk of sexual violence, maternal death, and early marriage. We feel this when global crises drive up food and fuel prices. Who tightens the belt then? Mothers. Who sacrifices meals? Mothers. Who comforts traumatized kids? Mothers. War isn't soldiers on TV. It's mothers losing support systems and children losing futures. Until we treat that as the real headline, we're not talking peace. We're just talking loud. Well, besties, that's your download for this week. Remember to stay vigilant and ask big questions. Download complete.